Hi, I'm Matt Smith, and we're here at Six String Ranch to talk more about Travis picking. Well, you should definitely go back and watch video 1 for this to kind of refresh the whole pattern. In this video, we're going to add a couple of things to that pattern. We're going to talk about hammer-ons and pull-offs and also alternate the bass. So basically, we'll start with that first pattern we did, which was the C pattern. So that if you remember, that was 5-2, 4-3, 5-2, 4-3. Now with the bass, alternating the bass, we generally go from the root to the fifth of the chord. In other words, in C, the fifth note is G, so I'm going to go from the C note to the G note. And where we're going to do it is on the third beat of the measure, so it's going to be like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and... Now, the thing to remember is to not move your finger until you need to, and don't move it back until you need to. Otherwise, you're going to mess yourself all up. So it's like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And you'll see I move my finger from the fifth string to the sixth string, root to the fifth. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And if I do it in the swing feel that we talked about before, which is that clopping horsehoof sound, it would sound like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and... So the next pattern, we're going to move over to the 4-string pattern and alternate the bass from that. So the bass always alternates from the root to the fifth of the chord, and that would be the fifth note of the scale of the chord. And D, the fifth note of D is A, so I'm going to go from the 4th string to the open 5th string. So basically, it's like this. 4, 1, 3, 2, 5, 1, 3, 2. 4, 1, 3, 2, 5, 1, 3, 2. 4, 1, 3, 2, 5, 1, 3, 2. 4, 1, 3, 2, 5, 1, 3, 2. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and the swing feel, it'd be like this. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... Now the great thing about the 6-string pattern you learned in the last video is that the alternating bass is already built in, so you don't have to do anything different. So it's just this, 6, 1, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4, 3, 6, 1, 4, 3, 5, 2, 4, 3. Now if I did a D pattern to a C pattern, 4-string pattern to a 5th-string pattern to a 6-string pattern, I get this. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... Once again, the 4th-string root, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... In a swing feel, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and... Up to speed, it would sound like this, in a straight feel. Now all of that takes a little practice, so take your time, keep rewinding the video, and look at it over and over again until you get that, because now we're going to look at hammer-ons and pull-offs and where they go. Let's learn how to do that, because I know you want to do that. Anyway, who doesn't want to do that? So basically, hammer-ons and pull-offs, generally done with the highest fingered note in the chord. For example, in the D, the highest note played is that first string. In other words, that second fret on the first string. So what I would do in the first beat, remember the first beat we went 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. So that extra little eighth note in there is where I put my hammer on. So if I lift up my second finger and go 1 and. Conversely, if I do a pull off, and when you do a pull off, make sure you flick the string sideways with your finger like this, okay? So now here's a pull off. 1 and. Hammer on, 1 and, pull off, 1 and. So here's the full pattern with the alternating bass. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Swing feel. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. See, you're starting to get the chicken neck. Feels pretty good. Again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Straight feel. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. No chicken neck, a little more elegant. So here's what it sounds like up to speed. You too can be a vest-wearing, sensitive singer-songwriter with stuff like this. Let's move on to the fifth string root chords like A minor and C. Let's try an A minor. Hammer on again. We're going to take the highest note, my first finger. I'm going to take it off and then put it back on. I'm going to play the fifth and second strings together with my fifth and second fingers. Fifth and second string with the fifth and second fingers. What could be easier? Here's the hammer on. 1 and. Here's the pull off. 1 and. Again, you'll notice I flick the string sideways with my finger. I don't just lift up, because otherwise I don't hear it. If I flick it sideways, I get a nice clean note. Here's what it sounds like in the pattern. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Add the alternating bass. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Swing feel. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 up to speed. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Straight feel. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now with the G, there's a tricky hammer on you can do, and so I'm going to play the G with my second finger on the fifth string second fret, my third finger on the sixth string third fret, and my pinky on the third fret of the first string. And then I'm going to hammer on, just a double hammer on with an axle and a twist, like a gymnastic move here. All right, so basically the next thing I'm going to do is play the fourth and second string together with my thumb and index finger and hammer on, like the top part of a C chord. So now I'm going to put that in the middle of this pattern. So it's going to be with a G chord, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Now you don't have to do that. You can do it all kinds of different stuff, but that pattern would sound like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. And with my right hand, I'm playing the sixth and first string together with my thumb and middle finger. And the thumb plays the fourth, index plays the third, and then the thumb and middle are going to play the fourth and second together while I hammer on, like this. And then the thumb's going to play the third string, and the middle is going to play the first string. So that's this. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. Here's the whole thing together. D chord. All right, so that's how to finger pick a lot of stuff. This is just the tip of the iceberg on this stuff, but what it'll do is help train you so you can get a good start on this stuff. Make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Matt Smith from Austin, Texas. See ya. Keep practicing.